people thought this was outrageous. There's no Torah prohibition. Zimri was a leader of a tribe of Shimon. Pinchas, while being the grandson of Aaron, was also the grandson of Jethro, a convert, who had at one time worshipped idolatry in a most cruel and vicious way. Here was his cruelty being shown and used for zealousness. This was not an act of religion. This was cruelty and harshness. This did not belong on the pale in the annals of Jewish people. He should be excommunicated, they said. At that very moment, God says to Moshe Rabbeinu, tell everyone and tell Pinchas that he has brought forgiveness for Israel. And as a result, he will have a covenant of peace. For now, from now on, he will be a priest, and all of his children will be priests. And he will be not only a priest, he will be the high priest. He will be the high priest of Israel. And his covenant with me is called the covenant of peace. Interestingly, however, the shalom, the word shalom, peace, has a vav in it. And the first time I saw that vav in the Torah, I thought it was an error. Because you see, the vav of shalom in the covenant of peace with Pinchas has a crack in it. It's called vav ktiyah, the cracked or broken vav. And I often wondered why, and I heard from Rav Gruvner Shlita, the Rav of Detroit, that even though Pinchas received a blessing from God, but this was through violence. And anytime something comes through violence, it's not a complete peace. Yes, it's brisi shalom, but it still has some broken elements to it, because anytime you have to resort to violence, there's something missing. So, what is it that we have to take from this? And the answer is very simple. As Maimonides says, Yokum Melech, a king will arise, who is Hoge b'Torah keDavid Aviv, who will engage himself in the study of Torah as his father David, v'osek b'mitzvahs, and be involved in mitzvahs. V'yokuf kol Yisrael l'leches b'hem, u'lechazik bitko. He will engage and inspire all of Israel to go in the ways of Torah, and he will correct its breach. And then v'yilcha milchemes Hashem, fight the battles of God with the enemies of the people of Israel. V'yinatzeach, and he will be successful. V'yivne beis hamikdash b'mkeimba, and then he will build the holy temple. For you see, Pinchas has the same soul as Eliyahu, and in a certain way shares that soul with the Messiah. And that's why before the Messiah comes, Eliyahu has to come, because they share the same soul. And they share the soul of Cain, whose name indicates jealousy. And that indicates the jealousness for the sake of God, zealousness. And yet, in what way will the Messiah be outstanding? He will be outstanding in the fact that he will show love to all and get all to fulfill the Torah. And he will not do so with violence, he will do so with his teachings. And not only will he do so with his teaching with the people of Israel, but he will extend that love and those teachings to all the nations of the world. And all the nations of the world will follow the Torah of God, and all will have a portion in the world to come with the same energy, the same zealousness, the same kina that Pinchas did, but did so violently. The Messiah will do out of peace and love and create a harmonious world for all time.